Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super mega excited to be sharing this video with you guys because today I am gonna be sharing all lesbian content that was released on Hulu in 2023. Yes, this is really content that you guys can miss if you haven't watched it. I would 100% recommend you all to go to Hulu and to go stream this content. It's good content. Some of them got really good ratings, some of them got confusing ratings, but I feel like all of them is still worth the watch. But before we get into further details, thank you so much for all the love and all the support, and let's go. So first we're gonna start with Such Brave Girls. So basically there is one season available. It is a British sitcom described by star and creator Kat, a family sitcom about trauma, and a show that, you know, being narcissist losers who are pathetically obsessed of what people think about them. Sailor plays Josie, a character with lots of mental issues, struggles, you know, a possessive boyfriend and a burning crush on a woman. So it looks like she has a crush on a woman, but you know, she has her own situations going on and she's not ready to basically make sense to that emotions that she has towards a woman. And this is a show that's new, you know, it will be released in December. I'm actually excited to go ahead and go watch it, and if you guys are also, please let me know, and if you have already maybe have watched it, also let me know. And then we're gonna move on to the next one, and this one is called The Drop. Basically it's set at a lesbian wedding. This comedy is focused on a straight couple who arrives and immediately drops a baby. Yes, The Drop is a 2022 American comedy film that only got released on Hulu during January of 2023. Yes, even though it was released last year, it is on the platform to watch in the beginning of this year. It's a vibe, it's interesting, like I said, it's comedy, the quality is good, and also but the fact that the movie is based on a lesbian wedding, you know, everything surrounds around them makes it even better if you ask me. And then we're gonna move on to the next one, and this one is called How I Met Your Father Season 2. We don't know much about the second season of this Hulu original spin-off from How I Met Your Mother, but the show, which stars Hilary Duff as Jessie, also features T. Tran as Ellen, Jessie's adopted sister, who started to first season after moving to New York from a small farming town following a separation from her wife. Yes, so it means that she was married to a woman. So if you put one and one together, you already know. So this is not actually my type of show, but I feel like it's also very popular and it has 2 seasons available. So it means it got a good feedback. So if you guys want to go ahead and watch How I Met Your Father in this case, go ahead. And then moving on to the next one, we have Rex Season 1. This British comedy horror show, which got negative, you know, reviews overall, but positive reviews from LGBTQ plus publications especially, finds a young gay lady named Jamie working on a cruise ship to investigate his sister's disappearance. Also aboard is Vivian Lim, who joined the Sacramento after feeling her homophobic family. She eventually has a thing with Lily T. So yes, there is a young lesbian situation that happens, and they actually share very cute moments together. You know, I really enjoyed that about it. And then we're gonna move on to the next one, and this one is actually a very classic one, and it's called Good Trouble Season 5. According to Good Trouble fandom Wi-Fi, the romance will face their toughest obstacles yet as they confronted with involving relationship challenges and career opportunities. And we all know that this show actually had 2 lesbian situations going on, and one of Malika and Angelica, which I'm really happy to see that they finally found a common ground. And there's also another lesbian situation that is happening on the show that is also very complicated, you know. So this one, you know, is definitely 100% worth the watch. And then we're gonna move on to the next one, and this one is called Tiny Beautiful Things, and this one is actually a limited series. Claire's entire life falling apart just as she hires to help people work throughout the pieces of their own rare queer teenager daughter describes like so uncomfortable in her own skin and often emotionally torn between her parents. Ray show artistic learnings through her introvert of few words, just starting to develop her own opinion and making sense of who she is in the world. And she actually ends up meeting a young girl And you know, we all know that how that goes. Once you find someone and you can connect with, that doesn't feel like you're awkward or you're weird, you know. So there's something very cute and very nice to see. And then we're gonna move on to the next one, and this one is actually called Class of '09. Season 1 basically follows a class of FBI agents throughout 3 district points in the time grabbing with big changes in the criminal justice system enabled by AI. Is indeed as sympathetic as suspected as it is. Poet, a former basically psychiatrical nurse, future elite FBI agent who never imagined herself working in law enforcement, and a social awkward but brilliant FBI trainer who became an agent specialist in data. Yes, even though they had a complicated relationship, but there is a moment where they actually end up sharing moments together. But I feel like both of them knew that them having a relationship would probably be impossible because of everything that was going on, you know, on the side. And then we're gonna move on to the next one, and this one is called Jagged Mind. Billy is bloated by blackouts and strange visions that eventually results in her releasing she's stuck in a series of time loops, and that possibly her new girlfriend Alex is responsible for this bizarre circumstances is actually happening to her. The movie ending is kind of interesting, to be honest. The movie is not my type of vibe, but I still feel like the content was good, the plot was good. But you know, it's just not my type of vibe, and it's okay. But you know, I still watch it, I still did a review on it, and if you guys want more details, I would 100% recommend you also go to the channel, and there you will find it. And then we're gonna move on to the next one, and this one is called A Little White Lie. Kate Hunston stars as an English professional organizing a literary conference in the indie comedy about a middle-aged nobody man who ends up as a featured guest as said literary conference after accepting and invite the clearly confused him with a reclusive novelist who shares his name. Aja Naomi King plays a lesbian poet played Brown who clashes with said man early in the conference. I'm not sure about the amount of camera time that she actually gets, but I feel like I will be tuning into it just to see, because you know, I feel like she's a poet, so she's a smart woman, and I'm actually, you know, kind of interesting of, you know, in going to find out more about it. And then we're gonna move on to the next one. And this one is actually called The Other, you know, Black Girl, Season 1, based on the psychological thriller best-selling novel. This series is the story of Hazel, an additional assistant who is relieved when Nella is hired as at a publishing firm. Finally, she's not the only girl at this office, but something is immediate off with Nellie, who is niece of Hazel's face, but seems to be undermining her work and her relationship. Eventually, you know, uncovering a large dark force lurking within, you know, this whole situation. Hazel's best friend Malika is queer. Yeah, she's someone that really supports her through everything, you know, and she's also, you know, her own person and has her own character. And then we're gonna move on to the next one, and this one is called Black Cake Season 1, based on the best-selling novel once again. Yes, this one actually, you know, takes place in Jamaica, Italy, Scotland, England, and the US. In the present-day California, a widow loses her battle with cancer, leaving her 2 estranged children, Braden and Benny, with a flash drive containing stories about her own journey from the Caribbean to America that will change everything they know about their family and their mother. And we actually end up finding out that Benny is a lesbian, in this case bisexual, I will say that, but also her mother's best friend was gay, and it's something that also plays out that you guys will get a more understanding about it. And then we're gonna move on to the last one, and this one is called We Live Here the Middle Season 1. This docu-series profile families who has established deep roots in communities they sometimes struggle to exist within. A trans queer family with 5 kids in a low wolf being expelled from the church. A black guy couple in Northern whose daughter is testing the line of acceptance. A lesbian couple in Kansas whose son is being homeschooled on their farm after being bullied in school. Yeah, so this one is actually a documentary that I will 100% recommend recommend you also go ahead and watch, and if you have watched it, let me know your thoughts. So yes guys, this is the list. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and I also want to say, if I have mispronounced anything, I truly apologize. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Until the next video, and goodbye.